Hi everyone, so in this video I want to take on a bit of a pet peeve of mine. Seatbelts. I believe that you should not be required to wear seatbelts in cars. Now, I know that they say that, seatbelts, I've heard that, that wearing a seatbelt makes it 40% less likely that you will die in a car accident. Airbags by themselves reduce your risk of dying in a car accident by about 30%. So, with seatbelts and airbags together, it is 70%. And, reducing your risk of dying in a car accident by 70% is significant. Now, to provide a little context, within the state of Iowa, you can be pulled over by a cop for not wearing your seatbelt. Now, in our neighboring state of Nebraska, where my mom is from, you cannot be pulled over for not wearing your seatbelt. But if you are pulled over for another reason, you can be cited for not wearing one. So in Iowa, you can be pulled over directly for it, while in Nebraska, you have to be pulled over for another reason, but can only be cited for it. Okay, we're clear? Good. Now, why do I believe that I should not be forced to wear a seatbelt? Why do I believe it should be my choice? Well, in the state of Iowa, along with many other states, products like cigarettes and other tobacco products like snuff and chewing tobacco are sold to, I'm not sure if the law is now 21, but either way, it used to be anyone 18 years or older. And we've long known, and now I don't have the statistics on this, but we've all known, and just pick up an empty cigarette package off the side of the road and read the back of the packaging, and you will see how you are warned time and time again about the danger of using the product. We've known for a long time that smoking cigarettes significantly increases your risk of lung cancer. We've known for a long time that tobacco products like snuff and chewing tobacco, we've known for a long time that snuff and chewing tobacco increased your risk of gum disease and tooth loss. So why do we sell those products? The answer is because the people who are buying them are made well known of the danger and are purchasing the products of their own free will and are using their own agency in deciding to participate in a particular thing. In this case, smoking. So if I can use my free will and my own agency to put my life at risk by smoking, then how come I'm not able to make that same free choice when engaging in an extra 40% risk in driving a car or riding in a car? By the way, within the state of Iowa, if you are 18 years or older and in the back seat, as I understand the law is currently, you do not have to be buckled up. But anyone in the front seat, regardless of age, needs to be buckled up. But as I said, if I'm allowed to risk my life by smoking or using chewing tobacco, in which case I'm not really risking my life, but more my health, if I'm allowed to risk my health by engaging in those things, how come I'm not able to take a 40% extra risk in my health and safety by deciding to not use a seatbelt? To make things more ridiculous, within the state of Iowa, you are currently not required to wear a motorcycle helmet when operating a motorcycle. This makes no sense at all. You're telling me that I have to use all of the safety equipment made available to me when driving around in a machine that has doors, windows, everything. And I'm not allowed to use a helmet, or I'm not required to wear a helmet when riding on a machine that has none of those things. No seatbelts, no airbags, no doors, nothing. Can you explain this to me? I am way more exposed on a motorcycle than in a car. If we're concerned with the health and safety of all Iowans, why don't we have the same standard? Now, I'm perfectly fine with motorcycle riders making the decision to put their life at risk by not wearing a helmet. But if they are allowed to risk their life in that way, shouldn't I be allowed to take the extra risk upon myself in not wearing a seatbelt? After all, it is my personal choice. And unlike other things, such as smoking, drinking, there's also warnings on alcohol bottles like whiskey and vodka. Depending on how much whiskey, vodka, rum, even beer that I drink, if I drink too much, get intoxicated, drive home, if you and I live in the same geographic area, I could plow into you and kill the both of us. There are also risks to secondhand smoke. Yet I'm still allowed to buy all these possibly dangerous, or sometimes assuredly dangerous, products. Now what about allowing your kids to not buckle up? Well, we make innumerable numbers of parents take how many risks every day on behalf of their children. 35,000 people die every year in car accidents. Does your 3-year-old, does your 4-year-old, heck, does even your 12-year-old realize the risk that he is taking? Realize that even with seatbelts and airbags, there's still a 30% chance of him dying? Probably not. Should we go out there and, by getting into this car, you are voluntarily taking a 30% risk of dying in a car accident today? No, we don't say that. We take hundreds of risks every day. Now, my life happens to be maybe a little more risky than the normal city person's. I climb up really tall structures and go inside to look at the grain inside. During harvest, I'm around spinning shafts and chains and all sorts of things that could take my limbs off. And I think nothing of it because I've just been around it all my life. That's the very thing. We think nothing of it. I think nothing of the risk that I take as a farmer, and many of us, including you, I'm guessing, think nothing of the risks that we take every day by driving a car. And if we are voluntarily allowed to take risks, like lung cancer from smoking, tooth loss and gum disease from snuff and other tobacco products, killing our livers with alcohol, maybe killing somebody else because of alcohol, that's our choice. Also, let's take alcohol. I could get drunk, plow into you, kill the both of us. Tell me, by what By what percentage am I risking your life on the road by not wearing a seatbelt? My answer would be 0%. Not wearing a seatbelt does not affect my ability to operate the vehicle. It does not affect the speed. It does not affect the weight, the potential weight difference between our two vehicles. So in other words, me making the decision to not wear a seatbelt, as I mentioned before, with secondhand smoke, drunk driving, I am shouldering all of the extra risk, unlike any of those other activities. This video is a lot better arranged in my head. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that. Hope the message got through. Comment, subscribe, share, like, you know the whole spiel. I don't know when I'll think of my next video. I've thought of one, but I'm going to have to ask my mom if she wants to be a part of the channel. I haven't asked her yet, so we'll see. Maybe, maybe not. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Goodbye, and I will see you next time.